You stand on a stage that spans the entire globe, a stage made of pixels, light, and the collective attention of a billion souls. Millions of eyes are fixed on you at every hour of every day, waiting for the next move, the next spectacle, the next miracle to appear on their screens. You have reached the summit of a mountain most people do not even know exists, and the air up here is thin. Your name is a household word, whispered in classrooms and discussed in boardrooms alike. Your face is a digital icon, a symbol of a new era of human connection. Your bank account is no longer a personal reserve. It is a tool for global transformation. But as the cameras roll and the lights flare, you feel the sheer crushing weight of the world you have built. It is heavy. It is constant. It is a gravity that pulls at your shoulders every time you wake up in the morning. It is a silent contract you have signed with the world, promising never to be boring, never to be small, and never to stop. And yet, despite the weight, it is exactly what you asked for. You have achieved everything a human being can dream of, but the cost of everything is a debt of effort that must be paid every single hour of every single day. You're born in a quiet town where the horizon seems fixed and the future feels predictable, almost scripted. But your horizon is not made of trees or buildings. It is a glowing screen. While others are out playing sports, finding social groups, or planning traditional lives, you are staring into the digital void of YouTube. You aren't just watching videos, you are dissecting them like a surgeon performing an autopsy on a ghost. You are obsessed with the why. Why did a person click that specific shade of red? Why did they stay for 5 minutes but leave at 6? What is the exact millisecond a human heart decides to care? It isn't about talent. It isn't about luck. It is about a singular, relentless focus that borders on a fever. You are a student of human psychology before you even understand your own emotions. You are learning to speak a language that the rest of the world hasn't even recognized as a language yet. You decide, with a quiet and terrifying certainty, that this is your life's work. You're a teenager with a basic camera and a dream that sounds like a clinical delusion to everyone you know. You post. You fail. You post again to an audience of 0. You spend years speaking into a microphone that no one is listening to, pouring your soul into a void that offers no echo. Your friends move on to college and stable careers. The world moves on, spinning away from you. But you stay in your room studying the mechanics of human attention until your eyes burn and your head throbs. You are a scientist in a laboratory of one, experimenting with titles, thumbnails, and the invisible, rhythmic heartbeat of a story. You are building a foundation on a platform that most people still consider a toy, a distraction, a waste of time. You are the only one who see the blueprint of the future. The grind is not a season, it is a decade of silence. You are posting constantly, throwing your entire identity into a digital abyss that gives nothing back. There is no money for the first 1,000 days. There is no praise. There is only the numbing repetition of the edit. You sit in your room for hours, then days, then weeks, analyzing the top creators with a magnifying glass, wondering why their videos work and yours do not. You are not looking for a shortcut or a hack. You are looking for the fundamental truth of the system. Your family is deeply concerned. Your peers think you are wasting the best years of your youth on a ghost. But you don't quit. You cannot quit. To stop would be to admit that the world was right and you were wrong, and that is a reality you refuse to let exist. You are willing to outwork everyone on the planet just to prove that you were right about a thumbnail. Then the breakthrough happens. A video goes viral. It isn't a fluke. It's the result of 10,000 failed experiments finally yielding a result. The numbers, once frozen like solid ice, begin to dance and climb. The graph turns upward, a sharp, aggressive green line piercing the silence of your career. You see the path forward, and it isn't through vanity or ego. You realize that to win, you have to give. You stop trying to be a star and start trying to be a catalyst for something bigger than yourself. You realize that YouTube is a puzzle, and you have finally found the corner pieces. You understand that the audience doesn't actually want to see you. They want to see the impossible made real through you. You realize that if you give everything away, the universe has a way of giving it back tenfold so you can give it away again. You don't want fame for the sake of being recognized in a grocery store. You want scale. You want to see how far the boundaries of reality can be pushed before they snap. You move from your bedroom to warehouses that feel like airplane hangars. You move from a one-man show to a massive team of believers, engineers, and dreamers. Money becomes a secondary thought. It is merely a resource like wood or steel. You take the little money you have and you give it away to a stranger, documenting the ripple effect of that kindness. Then you do it again, but bigger. And again, but faster. You turn the currency of your success into the engine of your content. You are no longer just a creator. You are an architect of moments that the world has never seen. You are gambling your entire life, your entire reputation, and every cent you own on every single upload. You are the high roller at a table where the stakes are human attention. You become the number one. You dominate the platform until your name is synonymous with the medium itself. Your face is on every screen in every country in every language translated by a machine you helped perfect. But with that crown comes a pressure that never relents, a crown that is made of lead. Every video you release must be better than the last. Every second of footage must be perfect. Every thumb on a smartphone must stop scrolling the moment your face appears. There is no finish line in this race. There is no made it moment where you can finally sit back and relax. There is only the next upload, the next deadline, and the next mountain to climb that is twice as high as the one before it. The numbers get bigger, the budgets reach the millions, but the stakes get higher. You are playing a game where the only prize for winning is the right to play a much harder game against a much more demanding world. The cost is a life that no longer belongs to you. There is no such thing as a normal day, a quiet walk, or a moment of anonymity. There is no slowing down when thousands of families, employees, and partners depend on your vision to stay afloat. You have traded your privacy and your peace for a kingdom of light and sound. There is no off switch when you have become a beacon for an entire generation. You carry the responsibility of your employees, your audience, and your own staggering legacy on your back. You have reached a point where failure is no longer an option because the machine you built is now too large to stop. If you stop, the world you created collapses, and the people you help are left in the dark. You are a prisoner of your own success, locked in a room where the walls are made of gold. You look out at what you have built. You have changed the landscape of media forever, rewriting the rules of how stories are told. You have built wells in places that were dry for generations. You have fed thousands who were hungry. And you have proven that a kid with a camera can move the world more effectively than a politician or a billionaire. You have turned a hobby into a global movement of philanthropy and entertainment. You have changed lives in ways those people will never forget, creating a legacy of kindness that will outlive your channel. You have achieved the impossible over and over again, until the impossible started to look like a routine. But the machine never sleeps. The algorithm is a living thing, and it is always hungry for more. The world is always waiting for the next wonder, the next stunt, the next miracle. They want to know what happens next. They want to see you top yourself one more time. You look at the lens of the camera, you take a deep, steadying breath, and you keep going. You push the button, you start the clock. Because you are the architect and the building is never finished. You are MrBeast and the marathon has only just begun. You have reached the top only to realize that the sky is even higher than you thought.